Hey guys, so today I'm excited to be here on the show, Ask Vishwas series, which we started a couple of months back, and the response has been pretty cool. And a lot of people are asking me questions on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Quora. So it's been pretty good ride, and I'm really enjoying it. You know, that's the best part about it. People have been asking me questions about careers, startups, entrepreneurship. Many of them are personal, and it's very endearing to hear so many problems that people are having, and I'm able to contribute. And the best part is I'm able to learn so much from you guys. So this has been a phenomenal journey in the last couple of months. So I feel that we could take this this format to the next level by having taking some questions in the show. So today what I'm going to do is take a look at a bunch of questions that you guys have sent me and try to answer as much as possible. So let's see what I've got today. I've got a whole list of questions here. I'm going to try it and take as much as possible in the next like 5 or 6 minutes and see how much we can chew. So first question is from a senior project manager. And the question goes like this. I'm a senior project manager with 12 years of experience, and I see a lot of youngsters who have recently joined and they're taking lead on the projects. All right. And the management also seems to prefer them over senior folks. How do I deal with it? Okay. So if you really look at it, a lot of questions have been asked on this particular thing. And I wouldn't even deny, I mean, this is the story right now. So a lot of people have been facing this, and there is no shortcut here. I mean, I have to be really honest that, I've been interviewing a lot of people who have 8 years, 10 years experience right now, and they come to me, and what I see is that these guys have really lost touch with the reality. What really happens is that as your experience increases, you have to keep abreast with the latest technologies out there, learn these skills. Otherwise, you risk being outdated. That's been the problem from a long time right now. So that's why you see that this whole thing of unlearning, relearning, upgrading yourself is so much critical at this point in time. So when you're telling me that you are seeing people who are coming in just now, fresh out of college, and these guys are like super smart, try to get into these projects, and they're becoming so much more relevant, it's much natural. So the only way you can deal with it is you have to pick up the skills. You have to go out there, go out of your comfort zone, and then try to learn new technologies, new trends. The other thing that you need to understand here is when you have experience, and then if you can add that kind of a layer of new technologies, new trends, that is a killer combo. Experience plus skill. That is a killer combo. I mean, that is what the youngsters cannot match, because you have that years and years of experience, how to deal with tough situations, how to deal with the customers. That comes only with experience. So experience plus latest skills, you are going to be the number one choice for anybody out there, and that's how you can also justify your cost. So for example, you're making 20 lakhs, you need to figure out how much money the company is making out of you. You shouldn't become a burden. So only time you can really become valuable for the company is you can become you can create that billable hours for the company, or you become so much more relevant, right? And the final takeaway, what I want to give here is, don't get me wrong, but a lot of people, when they start growing in the career, what they say, they start telling people that this is a job which I cannot do. This is a job that freshers and some people with lesser experience they have to do. So that is terrible. So what I believe is that you have to quit your laziness. You have to say that, man, I want to get my hands dirty. I want to get down there and then start dealing with stuff myself. Who says that after 10 years of experience you cannot do coding? Who says that after 10 years of experience you cannot take sales calls? That's bullshit, man. You got to get in there and start doing things hands-on. That's how you become relevant to the industry. That's how you become so much more valuable, and the management or any company out there will never prefer anybody else. All right. So that's the way to go about it. So I hope this brings this clarifies the question. Okay, so let me see what is the second question here. I'm trying to shift through the questions and see what's going on. Okay. All right, so I think here is a good one. So I've got a very interesting question here right now. I'm so frustrated with my current job and manager that I want to resign right away. Okay, and is it a bad idea for me to quit before having another job offer at hand? Okay, so this is a very, very frequent problem that I keep getting these questions all the time. And it's really funny, how many people want to quit their jobs because of their managers. Okay, this is like the most common thing that everybody wants to resign because of the managers. It's but natural, I don't deny that this is a problem out there. Totally get it. But to be honest with you, what I believe is that you should never quit before you have a job in hand, because no matter what said and done, what is important is that you need to always look at de-risking your plan. So what happens is that you get out there, you resign, and then you resign because of your manager. You have a particular problem right now. You feel that, okay, I cannot deal with it. I have to quit right now. You become impulsive, and then you go out there in the market after resigning, and then suppose there is a chance that your notice period is 1 month, 2 months, and then you start getting under this pressure that I have just 1 month, 2 months to get a great job. So you go out in the market, and then what happens is you maybe you don't have the right kind of jobs out there, and then you are under pressure, and then you take up the first job that is available in the market. And when you start negotiating with your next employer and you don't have any other options in your hand, then what's going to happen is you just have to take the whatever they're giving you. Your negotiation power comes down. So the other pitfall to this is that when you make a shift in your career, you should always take your career to the next level. If you become impulsive and then resign before you have something concrete in your hand, what could end up happening is you might take a job that takes your career on a downward spiral. This is like terrible. So I've seen it happen to so many people. So do not make this mistake. The first thing that you need to do is right now you're having problem with your manager. I believe that go and have a dialogue with that guy. So you go and tell the manager that, hey, listen, these are the things are going great, it's fine, but these are the problems I'm having right now. So let's talk about it. Let's see how things can be made better, and try to deal with him. Deal with him, and then try to figure out whether you can change the team, talk about your problems, try to see what you can do there. Don't simply quit, because quitting should be the last option. And I believe that a lot of people make this terrible mistake. They feel that, they cannot have a dialogue with the management. They cannot have a dialogue with their peers. That's terrible. That's the number one pitfall that people fall into. So please don't do that. Please go and strike a conversation, have a conversation. People are much more receptive when you go and tell them that, see, this is a work that I'm not able to enjoy. What can I do more? This is what I want to do in my career. Can I learn this? And then show proactiveness. When they see that you're proactive, you want to do more to the company, they would never want to let go of you, But I believe, problems are problems. You might still quit, want to move on, but at least try your best not to move on. Just try to make things happen there right now. So the bottom line is, please get a job before you resign. That is my sincere advice. So see you in the next episode. Until then, take care and stay motivated.